I think that's a good one. And not joking about the sponges either. I think it looks like a pretty good rock.
Well, no arguments from me.
Yeah.
So it fits all the parameters and it has some bonus.
Could you bring over my mini Zeus so I can get a little bit better angle on there? I don't know if we'll be able to see because of my elbow though.
Yeah, actually, if you just look at port manip
okay. Yeah.
and just rotate your wrist to line it up.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
You'll just, there it is.
Perfect.
Nicely done.
I believe it closes itself.
You shall see.
Excellent.
Thank you very much, pilot.
What's this brown stuff on the...
Thank you, co-pilot.
It's just been a scrape spot.
Scrape spot? Yeah. Okay.
All right, we've got our geologics.
Cool.
We don't have any biologics, do we?
No, we don't yet, do we?
Huh. Not good.
Well,
we have a couple on that rock, though.
Yeah, we do, but that doesn't count. That doesn't
Sure.
count. Those are associates.
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 Okay. Thank you, co-pilot. I see I have my camera back.
you do.
And I'm ready to take off here.
Up and away. Hydraulics off.
Dave, I did not beat your size of rock for sure, so you still...
Les was commenting about he's a little concerned about the sponges, but the sponges will not disintegrate in the hot surface water at all. That's the way we used to bring them up from Hurl submersible dives where we didn't have cold water boxes, so they will be fine. They're probably one of the organisms down here that'll do well kind of in just a regular mesh rock box. The issue, of course, is to make sure that they're still attached. We've got a lot of them, so I imagine we'll get at least a few of those sponges intact.
Let's take a look at this weird branching structure.
Right here that I'm headed
This
to?
is the same. This is the same thing, isn't it?
That's the stuff you were trying to figure
Well,
out.
it might be,
Yeah,
but
I know.
it's looks like it's actually alive.
What the heck? What is going on with these things? Oh, there's a stalk.
Oh, yes. Yeah, there's
This is it. Oh, boy. Oh. This is a different sponge, everybody. Very unique sponge. And we don't have
So this is Chris Ma, and I'd like to put it out to our group if we would like to collect this unusual sponge. What say you?
And Asako Matsumoto had the same observation that I did, that the branches look like Walteria, but it's not. It's got a stalk.
Do you have any more zoom video?
Okay, so we got a vote from Scott, we got a vote from Megan.
Yeah.
And it's got commensals.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you can get those
Well, let's come
barnacles
out
on
video.
it too.
Yeah.
We want to sample this. See
And
how-
Mary
Yeah.
puts in a
Might be
vote
tricky
for the
because of
fact
You're
that
gonna have to
the,
get
among the
closer.
commensals
Yeah.
are the
But
barnacles.
if you can reach
So-
down there and get the
Yeah,
rock,
nice.
Oh, that's sitting on?
yeah, that would be just the awesome way to go about it, because then you wouldn't bust it up much.
Say, Chris,
Yes.
I mean, we don't necessarily even have to get that. There's like 4 of these colonies.
Hey,
Oh, there's a
Yes.
couple more right here to the left.
right.
Yeah. So
We
there's
just want to make sure it's live tissue whichever
yeah.
one we grab.
Well, I'm just saying that, right, exactly.
Go
So
in
there's
there
like
and park
there's one on the
closer
left here that
To
looks
the entire...
Yeah, just
that
get
looks
another
good, and
look.
there's the one that we were just looking at, of course, has sort of both. So
This is completely bizarre.
take your pick.
It's well, yeah. Either it's whatever is easiest for the pilot.
Okay.
I don't know if that slab on the right side of it is going to be a problem, but these are usually pretty easy to collect normally. It's
not to be a backseat driver, but if it was me, I'd grab the rock.
In the back of your photograph, you had shrimp on
Let's
that
zoom in partially video.
sponge
Wanna
as
see that
well.
rock?
It could be another one of those previous, but you're probably going to have it drop off if you try to collect it.
Okay.
Well,
thank you, Mary.
let's give it a try anyway. This is
Whatever
a
you-
very, very weird sponge.
Okay, so it's connected to that rock back there.
Yeah, but if you come down like this and just very tippy tippies,
There's the rock right there.
I think. Let me
So
get you
what's
spun
caught
up.
everybody's attention on is the fact that this looks like
Yeah,
part
that's
of
a good
another
zoom from the
sponge,
video.
a vase sponge, which has lateral projections
What
coming
about
off of it or
a drawer,
processes
though?
that
It
look
might shove
identical to
us
this, and yet it's
out
not
a
a vase
bit.
sponge, clearly. It's a branching sponge.
I'll let you pick it
So-
up before I mess with the drawer.
Okay.
What's going on here? I have no clue.
So is this
Take
a
your time.
definite?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a definite. We've got support, I
You have
think.
nothing in any.
Yeah, it's just a matter, I
Correct.
think, of which one you want,
That is correct, all by about
It's this one, right?
20.
All right.
Yeah,
as opposed to one of the others.
yeah, this will be
Could
fine.
we bring up
Okay.
the minis for this one?
Scott was
Sure
suggesting the whole rock. I don't know if you could get the whole rock in the bio box, though. Of course, that
It is.
yeah. We have two rocks. Just kind of as much of it as you could get. It's kind of a leggy branching tangle, but
Where are my corn colors? Other side. Out of there.
Now, I think if you just use these
Just the fingers.
just the very
The-
tips, and try to just gently encircle and just
well, it-
nab the rock.
hexactinella question mark.
Though.
How's that?
Right there.
Oh, no. Look at Mini Zeus. You gotta sneak, be parallel to that rock right next to you. Yeah. If you got any more jaw counterclockwise. Yes.
Right
Yes,
there.
yes, yes.
It's this rock right back here.
Yeah.
This is smaller than I realized.
Yeah, that's why I think you can just get the whole shebang.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Yes.
gently.
There it is.
Oh, it is a
Close
smaller rock,
jaws
isn't it?
more
I wonder
slowly.
if you could even grab the rock.
To go ahead and change my grip force because of that.
It's actually two rocks. You might end up with both of them, but just ever so gentle. Back jaw, yeah. Back jaw's just touching.
Oh,
Gently.
Yeah, yes. You got the picture. Ever so gently.
you
Well, I
got it.
have the.
Well, you got
Great!
the, you got
Wow,
the
that's
animal.
fantastic.
Okay. A little more.
Easy.
Whoops.
Let me re-get that. Zoom out a little bit, video, please. Thanks.
Tilt you down.
The jaws did not stay closed during.
Well, the shrimp made his getaway.
Yes. As you suspected it would do, Mary. That's something shooting off. There we go. We don't need a close-up. We can
Real
just stuff that puppy in.
slow so it doesn't wash away, and pick it up above the drawer. You may scoot a little bit when I open the drawer, but I'll go for starboard.
Copy. Very gently.
Let's see, starboard bio. Let's see. Bio extended. Drawer, extending drawer.
My jaw's kind of ooched open there.
Oh, it's alright.
I lost it. Okay, I'm gonna move just a little bit.
And open real slow when you, so you don't trap yourself.
Copy that.
It'll just let it fall out and you can
Nice and
recruit.
gentle.
There you go. Little shake of the wrist. Rotate. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, pilot. That was a tough one. That's so fragile. More fragile than I expected.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. That was, that's a lot of material there. Really appreciate it.
I was hoping I'd be able to get you that whole rock.
You did well. I mean, that's terrific. Just getting that much is great.
Thanks for your help there, co-pilot.
I try hard not to be a
Great.
backseat driver.
No, your tips are great. So, all right.
Yeah.
Second sample.
Okay, co-pilot, when you get your
Yeah,
camera, would
it's
you like
nice
to
that everybody
figure out where's the
just
slope?
finds this thing
so
to
we
be
can
really
get a
weird, and
movement?
even Les is saying weird doesn't even describe it.
Oh, what was that? Yeah,
it
I'm
look-
sorry.
No.
It
Talking to the
looks like
co-pilot,
it's-
just we need to figure
yeah,
out the
again,
slope because
Wow.
you're already a little bit far away from him.
Thank you, Asako, and thank you all for the support you had on shore to grab
I
this thing.
think
I'm assuming that nobody has seen this before, myself
Peek up, like,
included.
Yeah.
As
I think it's
we
gonna
just thought
be
we were seeing dead
due north.
Walkeria,
I
that the
think
base
you're
was
right.
completely
Yeah,
gone
30 meters
earlier when we
000.
came across this thing.
Copy.
would take us
So really appreciate it.
discovered country.
And now let's can find some other types of animals here. Maybe we can get another critter for the second
Z-bias
box.
for this rock.
This is the bridge. Go ahead.
We're ready for another move. It's gonna be 30 meters range, bearing 000 degrees, on speed 0.2.
Range 30 meters, bearing 000 degrees, speed 0.2.
Copy.
Coming up.
Any zoom interest, watch lead?
Maybe if we get a better look at that colony in the upper left corner.
Upper left.
There's something up there. It may be something that we've already zoomed, but I'm not sure.
Is it far far in the distance?
Yeah, the one in the distance there.
One way up here.
Yeah.
ROV nav.
Is that the
move
direction we're
initiated.
going, or are we going?
We are. We're heading north right now, and that is north.
Okay.
Copy.
This one right up here.
Yeah, that fan that's to the right, the sponge to the left, we could do a snap zoom on it if we're going
Okay.
there too. It looks like it's the yellow one that we connected, but just
we
to
won't,
confirm
we
that.
won't, We're not quite there yet,
Okay.
but we are underway, and so we'll be there shortly. If there's
Okay.
anything you want to see in the meantime.
Yeah, Chris, you see anything you
Nope.
want to say?
I will get as close as I can.
Yeah, these are both primnoids, the one just below the lasers and the one that we're coming up on now. And it would be good, I suppose, to get a view of this one to the right.
The one that's going off screen?
Nope, the one that's coming up with the
Yeah, the
lasers
one right
on it.
here.
Yes,
Absolutely.
more centered and right, I guess.
Can turn right here.
This could be in the genus Calyptrophora. This is why, and it's got associates on it, so it's worth a look. And this could also be in Paracalyptrophora too, but
Come on in,
primnoid,
video.
I think, is solid.
Would you like the base or?
Actually, this is a good view. I'm just trying to study the polyps here. I don't know if we could go any closer. Is that possible?
I can actually guess a little bit closer here. A little bit of tethered.
That
Yeah,
smacks,
let's see what the chat is got to
Come on, video. I'll try to get a little
say
closer.
about that.
Thank you. Come on in video.
Yeah, so I think this is a Norella. I think we correctly identified this, so we're good, pilot.
Copy that. Video, did you need anything, measurements or anything for this one?
No,
I cannot hear you.
No.
Yell at you.
no, that's
What was that video? Did you say you needed any measurements?
no.
No. Okay, come on out.
Yeah, look at that. That's that weird yellow one. This is the one that turned completely black in ethanol and turned the water in the collection box completely blood red when we grabbed it and came up with it. This yellow pigment comes out and dyes the water. And we can just do a quick zoom on this, and
Go ahead, video.
that is a strange sponge. All right, I'm good when video's good. Thank you. Look at that. About maybe 40 centimeters tall or more.
Large
And another
base.
one of these bramble sponges to the left of it. So
Okay.
Copy that video.
ROV nav, move complete.
Copy, bridge.
We're ready for another one.
yeah,
Same
this
thing.
is more barren than I
30
expected.
at,
Oh, we got some. You want to look at the
000.
crinoid or not?
Copy.
We can pass on the crinoid.
No interest.
Okay.
Over here.
I think they got. Okay.
What is this directly in front of us? You want to do just a quick
The
zoom
bridge,
in?
go ahead.
Let's get the same open. It's gonna be
Yeah, let's
range
just do a quick
Video,
0
quick zoom.
meters, bearing 000 degrees, speed 0.2 knots.
Oh,
Range
a little
30
spot
meters,
lobster. Look at
bearing
that.
000
Something
degrees,
underneath here,
speed
too.
0.2.
Good copy.
Coming up.
Little sedimentary tube. A worm, maybe.
That little squat lobster belongs to the family Unidopsidae. It's the genus Unidopsis, and you can tell because it has no pigment in its eyes.
Ah, okay. Thank you, Mary.
Could we also zoom over to the right and look at that? Does look like there was a sedimentary structure.
ROV nav, move initiated.
Come out a little bit video.
Is it a s-
Is it
yeah,
this?
that's it.
That's
Okay.
like the,
All right, let's go ahead back in video.
the base of a sponge, maybe? I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it was. It looks like it was a sponge at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay, come on now, video.
A sedimentary structure formerly known as sponge.
I hope to keep on thinking we can see forams.
Hey. Yeah, Nolan was commenting about the observations of that sponge changing the water. And Nolan, you might be interested to know that we actually saved a jar full of the ethanol with the discoloration in it from the sponge, and not really sure what to do with it, but we've saved it. So
Any interest here?
snap zoom, I guess, could
Snap
be
zoom, please.
bolosoma. Just to confirm. Calophacus, that's what it is, with a very twisted stalk. Look at that, it's kind of draped over the rock. That's strange. Maybe it's fallen over, or the rock fell over, maybe?
Looks like it.
I'll bet the rock fell over.
Well, won't have much longer to find out. It's right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, there it is. The rock's turned over on one side.
Yeah, and that's what happens if you settle out on too small of a rock.
Yes.
They get too big.
I'm going to swing my head more northerly, and you can sidle over that way as terrain permits.
I like Megan's term for that leggy thing we collected, a Walteria bramble. I mean, that's as good a name for it as anything. It's bizarre.
Can we do a snap zoom on this floater?
Yeah, it was over to. Oh, okay. But I saw a good flitter. Oh, look at that.
Opposite isopod.
Yeah.
And you're right.
He's just drifting. He's a good current indicator.
A little bit. I'm drifting as well. Put mine out video.
Oh, is that a star?
Wow, it's a big
There we go.
starfish.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm all tingly.
Oh, let's take a look at this guy. Any correlation to the barnacle patch, you think, or not?
I
The dead
think
barnacles?
so. I'm not sure what. I don't think I've ever heard of a sea star other than the intertidal ones that are really big on barnacles. And I'm not sure who this is yet.
Come on in video.
It looks a little weird, doesn't it?
Oh,
What is it?
slow faster. So there's that solasterid we saw just the other day. This is a solasterid. Normally solasterids are predators, multi-armed things. This is that 5-armed variety, Lophaster. We saw one of these on, I think, the last leg of the expedition, feeding on a crinoid. And I don't think we actually observed it feeding the other day, but I suspected that it had been. But for some reason, the ones in this area are enormous. Can we, at a certain point, just sort of fall back and look at the size with the lasers?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready. You said the red dots were like eyes. Is that
Yeah, that's right. They're photosensors. They can,
a little bit more?
at least in most
Alright,
species, they're
10 centimeters across.
yeah. See, that's the other thing that's interesting about them is these are big. I don't know what it is. Usually when I see these, they're about half that size.
Is it a known species, this guy?
It's hard to say because there's one from the Philippines and there's a couple of others.
You
This
want
is-
to come out or go back
They
in?
weren't
Yeah,
known
wide
from this
would be
area before they started seeing them lately, but
Was that
it's also much deeper.
sufficient? Watching
Yeah,
this
that's
stuff?
fine. We
Okay,
can move
I'll
on.
move forward here.
There is a snail on the
I'm
rock
gonna
to the
come out
left
and
as
pop
well,
over.
Snail on the rock to the
or
left.
something to the rock. to the
Co-pilot,
left.
the ship should
Shell
be
of some
coming
kind.
to
We
stop
can do a
shortly.
quick zoom here. Snap
Okay.
zoom. Is this it right here?
Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead.
Up to the right a little.
Let's see.
Oh, it's more barnacles. Okay. Yeah. There's a
Oh,
little,
it is a barnacle.
Yeah.
That's a live one.
Yeah, it's a live one.
Go live video. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And you see all those
Much
bristles?
obliged. Thank you. Yeah, those are all those. We're
ROV
still
nav,
seeing these
move
little
complete.
cauterized things.
Yeah,
Copy,
all
Bridge.
over the place. Looks like they're on some type of pillow flows here that does look like it's volcanic. And what's
Yeah.
there is white thing on the other
Oh,
side?
it's a sea cucumber.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, looks like it.
Gotta zoom in on this one.
Snap zoom video.
Yeah, looks like some kind of. Oh, is it about to? That's the wash from the. Yeah, that's I think it's a Amperima or something.
El Padilla, at least, right?
Elpidiid, right? So it's basically a sea pig. That's a sea cucumber that have these really well-developed, quote-unquote legs, the suckers. But you can see the brown on the right side. There are 5 brown-tipped feeding arms, and it was probably munching on whatever ooze happened to be on the surface of this rock, along with whatever sediment was there. You can see that sort of extend into the gut of the animal. You can see that because the animal's body wall is transparent, but the gut extends back and sort of loops over itself, and you'll see a lot of the sort of the waste material emptied out towards the rear. That's actually a good thing. They're kind of like earthworms because they actually process the sediment. They'll change the microbial fauna. They'll clear the organics and leave kind of a very different kind of sediment for other organisms to exploit. But no, that's a nice one. Yeah, you can see these are the the sort of brown fluffy structures are the feeding arms, and you can sort of see it pressing them against the substratum, looking for whatever sort of new flocculent material is available, maybe having just settled there. It's also, this area you might notice is a little cleaner probably than the rest of the area adjacent to it. Anyway, great, thank you.
You need to do a little catching up there, Andy.
Going ahead. I think we got another one right there.
Yeah.
Coming ahead.
We're at 2,424 meters or so.
I got a fish up
Oh,
here.
yeah, fish. Here we go.
Snap zoom video.
Right.
He is
Wow,
swimming
he's
fast.
blowing. So the current's
Okay.
picking up, maybe.
I also had to zoom forward there for just a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the current is picking up slightly.
Well, good sign. I think it was a macrurid of some kind. So that's what I'll go ahead and annotate.
Hi, Chris. This is Bruce Mundy.
Hey,
I'm back.
there you are.
To a board meeting this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. That was a macrurid, a grenadier, also called a rat tail. It's kind of elongate. It might have been this genus Kumba that we were seeing, but it looked a little different. And unfortunately, you're right, it went by so quickly in the current that we couldn't really tell what it was aside from the family Macruridae. Somebody told me as I came in that you saw an interesting fish with a large parasite on its head. Is that correct?
Right, so we've seen a couple fish today, Bruce. So we saw what I think is a standard, what we've been calling Kumba all along, with one of these big isopods on its head. At least it looked like Kumba to me, and we've seen them before with these big isopods. And then there was something else we saw earlier in that, and it looked like it was Porregatus to me. But it had the relatively straight body and then the sinusoidal swimming motion of the last quarter of the body, the way it was swimming, a very elongate ophidiid.
Coming up.
So that was my best guess on it. And Pilot, could we zoom in on that coral, please? That is new. Something different. Yeah, so check the images tomorrow, Bruce, or whenever they're available, and maybe you can let me know what you think about those IDs.
Okay, and I'll also take a look on Facebook on the underwater webcam sharing website to see if they posted anything. So I'll be back.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Bruce.
Oh, wow, look at this. It's a planar chrysogorgid. Let's see. At least that's what I think it is. Let's see what everybody else thinks. And there's something in it, too. I'm just multitasking here. Squat lobster.
Looks like that little squat lobster, genus Europtychus, so this may be a different species from the one we usually see.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. I'm waiting to see if anyone wants to take a stab at this coral we're imaging right now. Could be something we've called Chrysogorgia crises that I'm not sure. Just because it's planar. That's all. That's where I'm at with it.
Come back in video?
So, okay, we're good.
Okay. Well,
If we've got a... Well, that was a good observation, and I think it's planar, or is that my eyes?
Hey.
Yeah, it was planar
I'm not
because
sure.
we approached it. It was planar. That's saw it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Any interest here on the left?
What do we have on the left here? Oh, it's the little sponge, maybe? Oh. And it is a baby bolosoma.
All right.
I think you get it? Okay. Wow, that's a tiny one. That's 2-3 centimeters or so high. Boy.
Let's pop up for a little sonar scan here. I think we need to get some westing on the next move.
Yes. It does look promising.
Oh, look at that big boy in the back.
Get up just a little bit higher there and just to see.
It's a glass sponge, you can tell from here, and there's another coral next to it.
This distance that I'm thinking about here.
About 300 or 310.
Primnoid coral,
Yeah, let's
and
zoom
another
out
one
on
of those
the,
yellow ones. We can probably pass those
D2
corals by, I
sonar
think.
On the left
Yeah, on
side?
the left there. Yeah, we've seen them both.
Okay,
Just
we're
recently.
just ranging out right now, but I can go to anything you want after I come back down.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Maybe 320, co-pilot.
Well, see, no, it's
Yeah, there's
over
almost
this
no
way.
current.
Go
Look
back
at
to
that, Chris.
north
It's hardly
now.
even moving.
Going north. Facing north.
Yeah, just hold that for a couple of sweeps.
Yeah, it's going off the edge there.
All right, we're all right. We're all right. What we're doing. I can continue northly.
Okay.
Next move.
Copy.
Got one of your beasts on this thing? Or is it just a
Not
brittle star?
sure.
Possible.
Brittle star.
Now we've got another one of those planar corals in the background. I think you might get a better look at the crab that was on it.
Okay. Going to the back. on in video.
Yeah, now I can see them a bit better.
ROV nav bridge, move complete.
Copy, bridge.
Nav, the
Okay, Mary, you're
wind
on.
is backing on me a little bit. I'd like to come 5 degrees.
Again, it's the
port.
genus Eurotychus, and I think this is the one
Copy
we
that. Go ahead.
usually
5
see, the
degrees
one
port.
that has kind of a red face, and it may have a little bit red on it. It's not completely scarlet like that last song.
Okay, I'm just looking at the gap.
Interesting that all the Eurotychus we've seen have been on chrysogorgids during this expedition, because there are a number of other species that live on black corals and other things like that out in the Gulf of Mexico.
So the other thing that we do have this, we think something similar at least to this in the Okeanos online gallery, and it's just identified the Europtychus. I think we managed to collect some of these in the last year or so, but it's just hard to say this exact one. You just never know. But the ones I'm looking at that this looks a lot like is on a chrysogorgid. In fact, they're all on chrysogorgids.
I'm hoping you coral people will identify some of the species, because some of the species of Eurotychus that we got in the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean definitely inhabited different species of chrysogorgids, but then the problem was the chrysogorgid was also undescribed.
Yeah, this chrysogorgid looks like Chrysogorgia chryses, but I suspect that our lesson Scott who work on this group
Copy,
maybe
nav.
out at
Heading
lunch
move complete.
or not watching right now.
Copy, bridge.
But,
Thank you.
that's my best guess, because there's not that many planar chrysogorgids. There's only, chryses is the most obvious one. There's something called stellata. I don't think it's stellata. We're good, pilot. Thank you.
Copy that.
And
Come on out video.
and there's a new planar one that we collected, I think, in the
Make
Marianas
some tricks here.
area last year, or maybe it was this year down south. I'm trying to remember.
Those photographs are interesting because that crab has very setose feeding appendages called maxillopids, and most of the species of the various groups don't have that. You may be able to catch particles out of the water. When I finally see a specimen, I'll be able to check that out.
What's that?
Okay, thanks, Mary. That's Mary Wixing from Texas A&M.
I don't think this is going to be lit well enough to see as a video. It's gone.
Right over you.
Moving forward.
And that was a little different one.
Was that?
Yeah, that one we just passed on the left, but it might have another one coming up. I don't know if you could turn around and take a quick look at this thing you passed on the left.
Yes. This one right here?
Yeah, there we go. This is a different type of bamboo.
Just go ahead, video.
Another one of those purple crinoids with the elongate tips. Yes.
This is a...
Here.
Yeah, we got... This is the Cyathocrinus or something like that, I think, the new name that we're using for it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sathyrometra. Nope, that was close though. That's with a silent P. And I'm not hearing from... Oh, Scott's there. Sparse branch bamboo. So he doesn't have the audio on. You can't hear what we're saying right now. But yeah, maybe he'll be able to go a little bit further on this. But other than that, we'll just keep it as I sit it with one of these crinoids on it. Great, thank you, pilot. Whenever
Sure.
video's ready.
Video. Whenever you are ready.
I'm bringing my head north,
Headed north.
and you're still way down there.
Coming back.
That rock we just went over, I think there's something on the bottom of it.
You mean the underside?
Yeah, sorry. That's fine, I guess we could...
Turn it over,
continue
Andy.
on.
Let's go look for crayfish.
Let's see, a little bit out there in front now.
Oh,
There
we've
we
got
go.
a really nice one up here on the left. Huge corallium, I think. Oh, that is a big colony. Things are looking up here for this ridge. Wow, look at that gorgeous coral. That thing is at least a meter, meter and a half wide. That's humongous.
Co-pilot, are you ready for another move?
Corallium?
Yeah, we
it's
can get it
corallium,
going.
all right. It's hemicorallium,
Copy.
I should
Go
say.
ahead.
30
Yeah.
meters again? 000.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Wow.
Coming up.
That is,
This is Brent. Go
polyps
ahead.
are all.
Particular part you would like to look at?
Well, this is good. I'm wondering why all the polyps are closed. But yeah, it's very clearly
Range
corallium.
30 meters,
This is a
bearing
fantastic close-up
000
shot.
degrees, speed 0.2.
I mean coralliid. Sorry.
Coming up.
There was a commensal that was up sort of toward the top of it.
Come out video?
That
Slightly?
would be good.
Let's see.
It was right a little bit further
Ah,
there.
there we go. Come on back in video.
They're all closed.
Yeah,
Probably nav,
it's
move
kind of
initiated.
strange. It's very healthy. It's just a regular possible ophiacanthid, Chris?
Yeah,
Or?
Okeanos.
Okay. Well, thank you, pilot, for that one. That was something else. Whenever video's ready, we're good.
Hey, video, do you want to do like a framing shot here?
Yes.
Okay.
Kill the lasers.
Lasers off.
Framing up.
Beautiful.
It's a big one.
Thank you.
All right. Come on out near that.
Note how it's oriented. I think you're facing which way? 260
I'm facing just about west.
west.
Yeah, you need to come back east because I
Yes.
went over there to
Coming
make
east.
it look good.
Thank you.
And,
Appreciate it.
That would be
What's what have been our ship?
North.
North. Okay.
cardinally,
Facing north.
I am zeroed up to north.
I believe we have a move in currently.
It just
another one
got
of these
started.
Bullosoma sponges we imaged before.
Is that what's that? Is that another base near the?
Do you want to zoom in on the base?
Yeah, there's a little
Do
white
a
thing.
snap zoom. I'll try to do it. or what here?
Yeah, it's just another bunch of stuff. We can move on.
On the front
yeah.
side of the rock.
Beautiful yellow colored base.
Oh, there's
Down,
a
down here.
yeah.
Go ahead. I'll drift by it.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, what is that?
Ooh,
What the hey?
weird
Is
stuff.
that, it's an anemone. No.
No, it's an urchin.
No, is it an urchin?
I think so.
Come on, I can actually get a better shot. Watch
yeah,
it if you'd like.
sure.
Let me
Yeah, I'd
land
love to
here.
get a better shot.
I love how you scoot up closer to the screen to see better there, Andy.
It's from the old video games. Alright, let's go ahead, video.
There's something up there too.
This is my internal zoom.
What are we looking at? Oh, it is an urchin, isn't it?
I was.
Come back.
Oh, that's a really strange looking thing. It's a spatangoid, I think.
What are you looking at? I don't see anything particularly irregular about it. What do
So, regular urchins are urchins that are. They have a right and a left side, and that's the sort of a. There's a thing called a fasciolar groove that is right pointed toward us. That's where it's divided along the middle. The more I've seen these alive, the more I realize that they don't just look like sand dollars. They almost look symmetrical until you look closely at them. Yeah, I mean, I can see the spines, I can see the pedicelaria, I see all the structures. It's probably remarkably brittle.
you know, I was pondering that myself. How big is this again, Pilot? If we could zoom out
The
just
rock
for a
or
moment.
the,
No, the urchin.
Because the other thing that's really weird about it is the spines.
Oh,
I've
we
never
have
More
seen-
than a quarter.
Lasers off.
Lasers are coming back on.
There we go.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it's tiny.
geez, it's only this big.
Yeah.
The ship door will be opening for the next 10 minutes. Again, the ship
Um,
door opening for the next
If it's possible to just get another shot of the video from a slightly different angle. If not, we can move on because it'll be too.
You got tethered to get
We
around
were
it.
contemplating collection,
Coming
but
to you.
I think
Okay.
That's
more benefit would come from just getting a better shot of the surface and letting someone work it out.
yeah.
Maybe like an angle.
He's
Yeah,
this.
is that
Yeah,
what I
more.
bruised?
perfect.
Keep
Yeah,
coming
just
around.
something so
A
we
little
can see the
more.
top.
I have a question from a visitor here. With this bright yellow sponge, are they bioluminescent? Can they glow?
Okay, this one.
1 second video.
I can't answer that quickly, Bruce, because we've never looked at that. I don't know. I've never heard of a bioluminescent sponge before, a glass sponge. There are bioluminescent corals, deep sea corals, but it's a good question. I don't know. I suspect they aren't, but
Might need to back up a little bit because the
I'm
light on
not
it.
sure. Yeah, thank you for a good question.
Just back out just a little bit.
You're welcome. It's Thump the Scientist Day.
Yes, it is, and some strange things. Weird sponges, weird urchins.
That's good light.
I'm just trying to hold.
Yeah, you got it.
It's heavy from the
don't-
top.
ROV nav.
Yeah.
Move completed.
Yeah, this is definitely something in the
That's
irregular
the internal
urchin
right here.
group. I know it's not as clear, but usually when we collect these, they're fragmentary. I mean, they're all busted up in pieces. Some of these are so thin that you can literally see light through the body peak fragments.
It almost looks transparent itself,
Yeah.
too, when
Yeah.
you're looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible that this is some kind of rare other type of urchin, a regular urchin. I'll ask Rich Moy, because at the same time I'm also seeing kind of some of the structures on the surface. That's just bizarre, huh? Okay, yeah, I think that's good for now.
Copy that. Watch these.
Okay, pilot.
Yeah, that might have been.
Two really
Interesting.
fascinating urchins that are just a little bit too small. Is that a Brazingid?
Yeah,
on
it's a
rock?
Brisingid. We can move on.
Okay.
So let's take a look at these two little white dimples on the left side.
Let's go ahead and zoom video.
Barnacle, maybe? Yeah. And, huh. That's interesting. Is that...
What you have is a scalpellid barnacle alive, sitting on top of what looks like a live ballamid barnacle, and another little scalpellid at the base.
Huh. Well, that's kind of weird. So there's three barnacles here. There's a little small one, and then
That's right.
that's the scalpellid, the stalked one, and then it's on the acorn one, the ballanid, or you said? Is that what you said?
Go ahead, video, if you need more zoom.
That's right.
Huh. Weird. And yet none of them are open. Sort of three barnacles just hanging off each other. Weird. Okay. Well, thank you when the video is ready.
Great.
Thank you, Mary. That was Mary Wixton, a professor from Texas A&M, who is tuning in to today's broadcast and giving us insights into all sorts of interesting crustaceans.
Watch leads interest here.
Let's see. Yeah, we should do a quick zoom on the coral just to make sure.
Go ahead, video. Have zoom.
Yeah, it looks like the same Chrysogorgia that we've been seeing, and the Europtygus, or spot lobster in the center. What's that sort of yellowish
That one right to
thing?
the right.
To the right, yeah.
Cool.
Maybe it's just a... Huh. That's an odd little thing. Okay, mystery, but can sort of move on, I guess.
Okay, coming out
Thanks.
video.
Did I miss anything?
Okay,
in
co-pilot,
particular?
let me know when
Just
you're
saw
ready
a few
for
minutes
next
I was
one.
gone.
No.
I'm going to shift my head a little bit west before I make my decision.
Getting a good return here.
What is that? There's some brown stuff on the black rock to the right there. Not the base, but there's two. Yeah, to the right of the lasers. Yeah, that's
Right
it.
there. Okay. Let's go ahead and quick zoom video.
Oh, it's another base.
Much.
Thank you.
You're getting pretty good at spotting those, though.
I should be getting points for all of
Do
these.
a lift off and see the terrain.
Yeah,
Is
let's do
That's a black coral over there.
Where was
3,
it?
4, 5,
lasers.
30
Oh, yeah.
meters. Just scooch us
Just
a little
looking
bit
at this
west.
great rock.
Copy. 3, 4,
wish I
5,
would've
30
waited
meters
to
coming
collect.
up.
We've got our 2 rocks, but boy, there was a beautiful piece of basalt there. And look at this broken pillow, I think. That's, you see the radial design on this?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a broken pillow end. A couple of them.
Bridge, go ahead.
Let's get another
It's
full
definitely a nice
That's
little filter
gonna be
feeding
30
community
meters.
going on here.
And the bearing's gonna be
Yeah, look at this. It's a
345
pillow
degrees.
wall.
Speed 0.1.
Well, these are right on a beautiful broken pillow. You're actually seeing the tubular lava
Range
that was split
30
open,
meters,
and you're seeing
bearing
the inside
3,
of it.
4, 5 degrees, speed 0.2.
Good copy.
Coming up.
Oh, nice terrain. Looks like we got some whip corals here. Let's see what's
ROV
going
nav,
on
move
in
initiated.
the event log here. I haven't checked it for a few minutes. Oh, Bruce, just to let you know, I'm reading your message right now. There was a Bezozetus there as well. Excuse me. So there's actually 3 things, something that looked like Kumba earlier, Porigatus, and Bezozetus. I'd forgotten about it. The Porigatus was before the Bezozetus thing, if that helps at all. These are different types of fish.
Okay, thanks, Chris. I saw a close-up of what looked like a Basozetus, and then somebody posted a video of looked like a small Ophidian from further away drifting past, and maybe that's the Porigatus.
Yeah, we had a pretty good close-up on it, Bruce. So it wasn't. Yeah, the video of the fish I saw, we did get a good look. There's a stock Chrysogorgia. I wonder if we have a chance we could snap zoom to the left.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Watch these.
Yeah, thank you. What is that? That was something brown.
Yeah, it might have been I think it was a feather star.
Oh, okay.
Let's come in video. Try to center it up.
All right. It's got one of these Europtychus in the center of it. Let's see who we got. Scott France is there, but he has the audio turned down, so hopefully he's seeing this. Just call it Chrysogorgia species for the moment. All right, pilot, thank you very much. We're good with that.
Copy
Any
that.
videos ready?
Video.
Yep.
Polyps are all closed on
Depth of
this
field
thing
was
too.
so narrow. It was
Huh,
about the
that's
best
kinda
focus
weird.
I had
Yeah,
on
it sure
it.
is.
Oh no, that was me.
I wonder how many of these have
Whenever
closed
you're a good
polyps.
video, we can come out.
I don't
Okay.
know.
I was trying to do floating there.